Hello friends, today we are going to discuss about Fibonacci sequence, that how can we generate a Fibonacci sequence in Java. We will write a program about it. So before that I thought of giving you brief introduction about significance of Fibonacci. So Fibonacci number was given to us by great mathematician Leonardo. So it was the he was a mathematician from Italy. In addition to the Fibonacci sequence, so he was uh, honored to introduce the Hindu and the Arabic numerals to the European world. Before that, European world were using the Roman mathematical notations. After this, they were start using the Hindu and Arabic notations. In addition to it, the Fibonacci sequence helps us to generate the golden ratio. So as we know that in throughout the world, so the best architecture designs are based on the golden ratios. We name it any bigger architecture designs. The best paintings of Mona Lisa is also based on the golden ratio. If we see around the nature, the flowers and even the astronomicals, so these all concepts are based on the golden rule. No matter whether they are aware of this golden rule or they unintentionally make it, because the ancients monuments are also based on this golden ratio. So it is quite interesting topic to be studied about, so I encourage you guys to have a look into it. Apart from this, Fibonacci, there is an international day which we do celebrate, that is November 23rd. This number is also has some sequence, has a unique significance. We do discuss about that as well. Okay, so what is Fibonacci sequence? Fibonacci sequence says that if I have to generate a number f of n, it will be sum of previous two number f of n minus 1 and f of n minus 2, and with the assumption that f of 0 will always 0 and f of 1 is always 1. Okay, so f of 0 is always 0 and f of 1 is always 1. So that is assumption, right? So some older books start with 0, some books start with 1. So we start with 0, that Fibonacci sequence. So with this equation, right? So what with the sequence of f of 2? It is nothing but sum of previous two numbers, which is 1 plus 0 will be 1. Okay, and f of 3, uh, it will sum of previous two numbers. So in this case, is 1 plus 1, which is 2. Okay, f of 4, again sum of previous two number, 2 plus 1 is 3, and f of y, again sum of previous two number, 3 2 plus 3 is 5. If I have to generate f of 6, it will 5 plus 3 8. So that way we can keep on generating the Fibonacci sequence. So infinite number we can generate. So there is nothing which stops us to generate an infinite number. Okay, so this is the main crux of Fibonacci number. So f of n is f of n plus n minus 1 plus f of n minus 2, with assumption that f of 0 will always 0 and f of 1 is always 1. Okay, so I in the video I previously told you that there is International Fibonacci Days, which is November 23rd, right? So if we look at this number, right? So November is 11 and 23rd is 23rd only. So this is again 1123. If we say it is 1123, it is again Fibonacci number, right? So this has the significance related to the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, now let's go into the editor and let's write a code to generate the Fibonacci sequence. Okay, I am using ID. So you can use the ID of your choice. I am creating a new class, Fib sequence. Okay, I am writing one main method, and I am writing one method to generate the Fibonacci sequence. Fib sequence. I'm taking input that for how many numbers I want to generate a sequence, like 5, 10, 20, 30, how many numbers I want to generate the sequence. Okay, so like as discussed, right, so we have two numbers with assumption, like first number would be 0 and the next number would be 1, and as we have to generate a sequence depending upon the numbers, which is the input, so we'll write a loop. Okay, so I take it as an index 0. So it is good practice to write the variable in the human readable format. Okay, so next number we know, right? So next number would be sum of previous two numbers. Sum of previous is prev plus current, right? Previous and current, right? Okay, now first print this number, which is nothing but next. So let's introduce some space in between. Now as it is going through the loop, so we need to update this sequence, these two variables, so that we can generate the next sequence, right? So we'll write it down and then we'll understand. So previous, we make it as current, that we move one number ahead, and the current would be the number which we generated recently, next number. So what we are doing here, so let's go to the Excel and we'll understand. Okay, so we generate 2 is sum of these two numbers, uh, f1 or f2. We generated 2, right? To generate 3, right? So we this will become previous and this will become current, and we'll able to generate 3 number, right? So to generate the 3, we are just adding 1 and 2, right? So this one previous become previous number, this one current number as per our program, and this become 3. Okay, now if I have to generate this number, so this should become previous and this should become current, and then we able to generate the next number, which would be 5, right? So this is exactly what we are doing here. We are just moving these two numbers, so that when we are going through this loop, we should able to generate the number, the next sequence number. That's it. This 4 5 lines of code is good enough to generate the number. So let's call this number, invoke this number from our main method. Okay, so let's say we want to generate a sequence of 10 numbers. Let's say sequence of 10 numbers. Okay, I will simply invoke this number, fib sequence of sequence. Okay, so we are doing the printf here. Let's do the print of first two numbers as well. So like previous and current, so that we get all the 10 numbers. Previous, let's introduce some space in between, then the current number. Let's again introduce some space in. I can use printf C style, C++ style format also, but I am ignoring it as of now, just for the readability and easy way of writing it. Okay, so we are printing previous, current, and we are looping and generating rest of the numbers as well, right? So that's it. Now we are able to generate this sequence. So let's run this code. Which happened? Let's see what is the problem here. No, it's fine. It's able to generate the numbers. No issue in that. But there is one problem here, right? So as we are already writing these two numbers, if we are counting these two numbers, then our start index should be 2, because we already printed these two numbers. So let's run it. Right, so this able to generate the sequence, so I will just put it here. So this is the output we have. Okay, now if I have to generate a sequence of more numbers, say some 20 numbers, right? So it will generate that number as well. Okay, so let's introduce some spacing in between, so that we know that the both series are different. Okay, so this is the output, the number for 20, right? This is a fib of 20 numbers. Fine. So this is fib of 10 numbers. So what is main crux here, that these two variables, the assumption we have, one is the main important thing, and how we move across this variable. This is the second thing. Okay. So this particular code, right, we already published in our website, which is Make in Java, right? So there is complete code is available that generate the Fibonacci series in Java, recursive and iterative. Today we have discussed about iterative, that looping mechanism. In another video we'll discuss about the recursive mechanism. So here I discuss about that how we are generating these two numbers, whatever we discussed in the Excel sheets, and this is the equation which we discussed and the assumptions. And this figure is applicable for recursive mechanism. We'll discuss that later on. And this is a program we have, recursive as well as the iterative. So iterative we are discusses today. So yeah, this is the code we have, and if you guys have any questions, so write it in the comment. We will get back to you with the feasible answer. So that's it. Thank you very much for watching our video. Have a good day. Bye bye.